All right, guys, bad news. Nick is out. He's canceling the interview. He has made the announcement. He emailed Dan, I guess, this morning or late last night. This morning, I think. And he said, get a refund. I'm canceling. Which I got to say is really sad and disappointing. I was super excited to meet Nick. And I'm kind of confused about why he canceled, but he made the explanation video he made is behind a $24 per month tier paywall on Patreon. So he made a 20-minute explanation video, and you have to pay. It's not available to any of the other tiers. You have to pay $24 a month to watch it. Like, what? So I don't know. That makes me kind of feel like used, like a little drama milking. For 24, why you got to charge $24 to watch some dumb video? And like, we already paid the, first class ticket. We already paid for his airfare or his hotel. I don't know how much we spent already. I mean, first class tickets are expensive, a few $1,000 for sure. I doubt we'll be able to get refunds on anything because it's on such short notice. But let's watch. First of all, he posted this video on his channel. Let's see what he has to say here on the massive Dairy Queen feast with cheese sauce. And let me say, this is a very inspired angle to start the video out. Love that.
Well, hi there, people. I just made the executive decision to not go to that interview. I told them no. And I'm not going to tell you why on YouTube, what went down. I'm not going to go into the drama here. I just kind of want to move on. But I did put a story time on, you can check it out if you want to know, because a lot of people of mine they're not even interested, which is very evident by now, but I just put it on my Patreon account. So click the link down below if you want. You have to be a grown.
Okay, so it makes me a little suspicious that I got trolled or played or something, because why are you putting the explanation behind a $24 paywall? It's first here. Why I'm no longer going on the podcast, top here. Why I'm no longer going on the podcast, it's a pinned comment here. What the hell, dude? This sucks, man. It was gonna be such a great interview. And one of the reasons he keeps talking about, which we'll get into, is I think the real reason is that his videos about me were not getting views, and he was frustrated by that. He's like, well, I'm not even benefiting from this beef, so screw it. Like, I don't know why. I mean, the ones I do on him people like, but for some reason his audience isn't interested. I don't know why. Reacting to H3 spreading lies about me got less views than normal, and then he did one about me. Where's the other one he made? He's got so many channels. I don't really know why he has so many channels, but where is it? H3. Here. This one did good. 250. And this one got 120. So he thinks that's an L or something. Didn't he make another video about me? Is it not on this channel? Look how many channels this man has. He's got Nikocado Avocado, Nikocado Avocado 2, Nikocado Avocado 3, more Nikocado Shorts, Noodle King. I mean, dude, aren't you doing the same thing on all of them? He's just eating food. Don't get it.
Hi, everyone.
Dude. Yeah, he's just eating food. Nikocado Avocado 3. Is this where he talked about me? Because he's active on this channel too. No. Okay, whatever. So, anyway, let's see what he has to say about it.
You don't have to follow me there, by the way. You have to be. Must. But I just put my side of things on there, and I explained to you why I said no. I explained to you why I'm canceling. I'm not going. I'm not doing it. Click the link below to follow my Patreon. You'll get exclusive weekly videos about my life, plus tons of mukbangs not allowed on YouTube. Link below. So, I'm kind of in like this weird funk. There's a lot of things that went on today too. It was this plus this plus this plus this. I just want to eat my feelings, and we're gonna have Dairy Queen today. So I'm gonna sit you down over here. How are you today? How was your day?
Okay, so that's basically all he says about it. So what we did is we went on his Patreon, and then we got the $24 per month. Okay. I'm not signed in here, but I've got the receipt. I paid for it. You know, I obtained it legally. Here's the video. Now, he's got a fat warning here. Let me read it to you. It says, warning. If you leak this content, you will be sued. The copyright of the following unlisted material in conjunction with Patreon jurisdiction, including all image and video material, is owned by Network Nikocado Avocado. You do not have permission to use, distribute, copy, reproduce, brand, or play any of this material outside of this Patreon subscription policy agreement. Well, yeah, sounds scary, but in truth, I did talk to my attorney, and he assured me that as long as I've obtained it, you know, legally, which I did, I've got the receipts, then it's totally within my right to react to it in fair use. So this is a fair use. The paywall actually doesn't matter. Many people don't know that. The paywall does not matter. It's still fair for commentary. Just because you charge for something doesn't mean that people can't, you know, react to it. So that's what we're going to be doing here. This is fair use. I've vetted this with my attorney. So, and I mean, what do you want, bro? You're charging me. You're charging content. You're talking about me. You know, it's relevant. I got to talk about it. So I'm not actually reproducing it either, right? Like that would be me uploading it as is, you know, that would be reproducing it. This is a video by H3H3 Productions. This is entirely new work of art. All right, so let's watch this. Can you guys see everything clear? Okay, good.
Please note the following disclaimer from our legal team.
I'm curious how he's going to react to this, though, even though it's like totally legal and fair use. Wonder if he's going to lose his mind that I'm reacting to it. I don't know. Well, we'll find out.
Our counsel has advised us to play this at each video. If you've already read it, simply skip ahead. Thanks. Hey, patrons.
That's me. I am a patron. A proud patron.
This is on Patreon. How are you guys doing? I figured I'd make a little video for you. I'm probably going to release this after I kind of mention it on YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to say. But I'm going to let you guys know that I just wrote Ethan Klein from the H3H3 podcast people. I just wrote their producer, Dan, you know, the guy that sits there.
By the way, what's interesting, I'm already getting the vibe like that this isn't the act, that this is the real Nick. And part of the whole exchange that we've had has been very much like, I thought we were doing shtick. We were doing the whole meme where it's like reaction with the reaction with the reaction with the reaction, calling each other fat, insulting each other. So let's watch.
Belittle him at all. I'm just saying that I'm not doing the interview. I no longer feel comfortable with it. And there's a lot of different angles. It's not just like one thing. It's like this thing plus this thing plus this thing plus this thing plus. I mean, there's. Let's be real. I have a really good track record when I collaborate with people. Obviously, like one thing went down, but everyone else, 20 other people, have all been successful, kind, respectful, and I just feel he's looking for a shit show. I just feel like he's looking for a Trisha Paytas replacement.
I don't get that. I mean, that's just not true. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the interviews I do are all like respectful, and maybe it's been weird with him because we've had this kind of tit for tat. When I originally responded, because he's the one that started this whole reaction chain by reacting to a podcast clip, being with it all animated and talking smack and this. So I was like, He's trying to hype up the interview. So I made a reaction video trying to hype up the interview too, and I thought that's what we were both doing. And what's interesting is a lot of the comments were like, "Oh, he's just hype. Everyone's just hyping up the interview. You know, I can't wait." Nick's not actually offended. He's just so. And very much not looking for a Trisha Paytas interview. And a lot of people have been making that comparison, which I didn't like, being like, "Oh, it's just the new Trisha Paytas." Like I never thought that way. I genuinely wanted to have a real freaking interview. So I'm sorry. I feel bad that he saw it that way. That was my intention. It's not at all what I wanted. And I don't know. I guess I don't know what to think about that.
Not for a podcast. He needs some spark. And obviously I can be that way, and I am that way. My life is chaotic. I'm a chaotic person. I just feel like there's no boundaries. Like, for example, when I collabed with Hungry Fat Chick, we get to have some private time. Like, nothing's private. Like, from day one, he's like, he asked for $15,000. I said, I'll do 5. Like, ew, don't put that out there. Or, what else did he say? It was just like, well, he said this, he lied about the demands I had just from the get-go. Was really trying to present.
Did I lie about? Okay, well, I thought, okay, maybe he's right. Maybe I shouldn't have shared the demands. I thought, part of the thing for me and with the interview was just being like super forthright with everything. So I guess I thought that was part of like just being honest with the conditions of everything, because I thought it was unusual. I mean, we all did. But okay, maybe he's right. Maybe that wasn't professional, and I didn't have to share the details of that. I don't know what I lied about his condition or the conditions he asked for.
And me as someone that's full of requests that are too much, and I can take it, but only to a certain limit. I can take, and I just watched his last video, which really it was the deciding factor in canceling this. He over and over was like making fun of my weight and like, I have stenches in my heart, and
he's the one who started making fun of my weight in his first reaction video. I don't understand, but like, okay, first of all, I'm sorry for making fun of your weight, right? I mean, I didn't know that this guy here was going to be sensitive about his weight. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a comedy. I thought we were just having fun and doing shtick. You know what I mean? Oh, let me go to his main channel. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry that I made fun of this guy's weight. I thought we were just two fat guys making fun of each other. That's literally a quote you said in the last video. Look at this. I'm sorry I made fun of this guy's weight. I mean, what? I thought like his whole identity was like, yeah, I'm just a fat guy, and that's the whole shtick. But, okay, I mean, I'm confused.
Again, I can take it to a limit, and it's just like, honestly, it really does come down to, I can make fun of my weight, but you can't. It's just how it is. I can make fun of my gayness, but you can't. I can call myself fat.
Just to be clear, I didn't make fun of his gayness. I don't know if he's implying that, but like, you were making fun of my weight. I thought we were fat guys making fun of each other. A couple fat guys, He even suggested, let's go shirt to shirt and see who's bigger. I said, great, it sounds fine. A couple fat guys, that's it.
Faggoty, or oh my god, I hate my faggoty voice, or oh, I'm so feeling boy. But the moment someone else starts saying that to me and belittling me, even if it's done in a joking way, there's only so much I can take.
By the way, he never... I guess if I knew it was offending him, I would have stopped. I honestly thought we were doing like just hyping up the interview with and the reaction thing was so funny. We were like 4 layers deep. I thought that's what it was, So I can't tell honestly at this point if he's actually upset or if he's just trying to cash out on the Patreon thing and just not come. I don't know.
I've never ever put myself in a situation where I'm like going into the lion's den, so to speak, where I literally like willingly walk into some place knowing that, I mean, the fact that they talked about my on day one and they talked about my hole being wide open and so gnarly and disgusting. He does all this horrible and just like, it's just, and then he'll throw in there, well, I'm fascinated, it's interesting, but man, I was looking it up. Oh yeah, we got it off the, and I'm like, if I was a woman, no one would be talking like that. And if they are.
Okay, first of all, this is like accusation of misogyny. I disagree. I think your brand of P word is extremely, it's extreme. It's shocking. You can agree with that. I mean, I browsed it when I was logged in on Patreon on that $24 tier list. And the P word that you make it's shocking. It's provocative. And so, of course, I'm going to talk candidly about it. If a woman was doing the same kind of thing, I would talk about it. I mean, that's just not true. I really disagree strongly with these claims of misogyny. Your P word is very, very extreme and very, very out of the ordinary. I mean, like, there's pictures of him on, it's like all about him being fat and gross. Like, not to be rude, and I think if he was being honest, he'd agree, it's some kind of subset of some kind of specific niche, but like there's pictures of him, you know, just like holding his stomach up, and there's a picture of him with like his thing right on the table looking down with his stomach. Yeah, I'm just saying, I mean, that's the genre, dude. So I really disagree with that. There's something else here I wanted to address.
Horrible. Just like, it's just...
Bro, and by the way, this is some coward shit to like say all this crap, accuse me of misogyny, and then put it behind a paywall. Like, come on, bro. What kind of coward shit is this?
And then he'll throw in there, well, I'm fascinated, it's interesting, but man, I was looking it up. Oh yeah, so gnarly and just knowing that. I mean, the fact that they talked about my on day one and they talked about my hole being wide open and so gnarly and disgusting. He does all this horrible, like, it's just, and then he'll throw in there.
I mean, I don't have a perfect memory, but again, it's like, I don't have an issue, and I don't believe I ever expressed an issue or a problem with the fact that you were doing. Once again, it's like you're trying to make me sound like homophobic and misogynistic, which is just not true, bro. I don't know why you got to go there with it.
Well, I'm fascinated, it's interesting, but man, I was looking it up. Oh yeah, we got it off the, and I'm like, if I was a woman, no one would be.
Okay, but that was the first time we talked about him. Since then, we've continued to have this relationship where we're going back and forth. And since then, he's agreed to come on where we booked him the hotel and bought him the flight and did all this stuff for him. So if you knew that that made you uncomfortable for the first time, why did you agree to come on the show after that? If it made you so uncomfortable, if you really intended to come on and do this interview, why did you agree after that? That's what I want to know.
Talking like that, and if they are, the woman would not be like, well, yeah, let me just come fly on a plane so you can talk about some more and degrade me. It's just, it was very degrading. I understand he's trying to be funny.
Dude, anybody that's seen the stuff he makes, and again, I'm saying this with peace and love, not to be disrespectful, but it's like from my perspective, the whole thing is like, the whole niche is about degradation. It's about being degraded, right? And so I don't think it's weird to point that out.
And I try to be funny too, but it just I felt degraded. I felt, you know, and I was like, well, I better ask for some money and stuff, and then I'll make a trip out of it because they were going to pay for the...
I just don't understand why he agreed if he felt so horrible after the first time we talked about him.
The flight, so I'm like, make the return flight 2 weeks later. You know, I was going to collab with Chelsea Lynn, you know, Trailer Trash Tammy. I was going to get, you know, a rental or something and try to make the most of it. But I just feel like I'm not going to like it. And I've just changed my mind. And this is...
That's fine. If he's anxious about traveling or coming, you know, it's fine that he changed his mind, I guess. You know, sometimes you just don't want to do it. And it's a big deal to travel from Florida to California, obviously. And I understand. But, like, bro, why are you accusing me of being homophobic and misogynistic? Like, that, I take cross. That's not cool, bro.
This has not been a plan from the get-go. Like, oh, I'm going to, like, pull him on, what do they say, like, on a game. Like, where's my phone? or they might be calling. He's currently getting my Dairy Queen. I'm having Dairy Queen. No, I actually was like, yeah, let's do it. But the more I watch, the more feedback I see. And also, too, I've kind of tested now. I've made 2 videos about him. Both videos suck. I mean, he's going to get millions of views, but my videos... The last one I made, I got a notice from YouTube because they give you analytics, like when you hit certain benchmarks or you're massively... I woke up to an email saying I'm massively unperforming on his video. It was like, you're getting 75,000 less views than usual.
This is the real reason. I feel like this is the real reason, bro. You're like, people don't like, or people aren't watching my videos about him, and so then I'm not going to do it. I mean, come on, dude. I don't know why your fans aren't watching. The feedback I've been getting from our fans was extraordinarily positive. People were really excited. I think it would have been awesome. But don't you guys think this is a little bit of a self-report where he's like, well, I haven't been making money from this beef that we've been orchestrating, so I'm just going to throw this up behind a Patreon and try to just milk it for whatever it's worth at this point.
That's a lot of people, of my people, who are not interested in him, don't care for him, don't know me, don't really care for what's going on. The first one struggled. It just hit 200,000 views after a month. You guys...
Is it? But by the way, if he's talking just from like a straight collaboration metrics perspective, isn't it a good thing that means that a lot of my fans who are excited, it's like when I talk about you, people are interested. I think that's good. That means that it's like way more beneficial to you because you're getting a lot of my fans, right? And I'm not getting a lot of your fans. If they don't care about me and my fans care about you, it seems you have more to gain, but whatever, who cares?
You guys know I get that in a day. And I put it on the play automatically on my page, so when people visit my page, it starts playing to like help it a little bit. I'm like, oh my God, it looks like this is really underperforming. And it was. I'm like, maybe it's just a glitch. Maybe YouTube shadow bans his name. I tried playing around with the names, calling him H3, then Ethan. Second time, same thing. But I'm just like, see, I'm like, my audience is already not interested.
Yo, this is some whack crap, dude. He's trying to paint me out to be like a misogynist and a homophobe. And the truth is, he's just like not seeing the dollars. That's it.
Interested. What am I going to gain from this, you know? Don't tell me exposure. I don't need exposure. I've already got exposure. He's made 7 videos about me. Did I get thousands of subscribers overnight? No, I didn't.
So I don't need to argue the merits of being a guest on our show. I personally feel that if Nick came on our show, we would have had a really fantastic conversation, and he would have converted a lot of people and got a lot of people really excited about him. That's my opinion, you know. The fact that they didn't come to your channel from our little tit for tat doesn't really mean anything. And let's be honest, you're doing a very niche kind of genre of videos there. But regardless, I do think it would have benefited you a lot. And I think it would have been a really iconic interview. You know, it makes me feel I don't know what to take seriously of this guy. That's the problem that I keep having, right? Like, I can't tell if he means what he's saying, or if he just didn't want to do it and is just cashing out on it. I really can't tell.
I didn't. If I would have gotten exposure, I would have gotten it by now. See what I mean? Like, it didn't even move the needle. It didn't. Anywhere. Like, I look at when he publishes his first video, his second video. There's no, like, he keeps saying...
I'm just making stupid little H3 TV videos about it. It's not the same as doing, like, a full podcast, you know? The podcast would have got a lot of views. A lot of people would have, I think, gotten endeared to you, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
In his video, like, oh, you're really underestimating how much you're going to gain from this. No, oh please, no. You're the podcaster who needs the guests. The guests don't need podcasters. And he really kind of...
I mean, I was paying him $5,000 and giving him a first-class ticket to LA to have, like he said, he was going to come have a vacation here. So it's not like he wasn't going to be entirely compensated.
of poo-pooed when I was trying to say, look, I'm not here to sell stuff. I kept saying, well, no one's asked me for money before. Yeah, those were people on a book tour, a campaign, trying to sell themselves and get tickets, get votes, get subscriptions, a new movie debuting.
It's not, I mean, that's not true. People come on the show all the time with nothing to promote. I think Nick is really underestimating the potential of just being seen and heard in this way, in kind of like a real genuine way. But it's true, nobody's ever asked, and a lot of our guests, probably the majority of times, to be honest, we have guests, they're not promoting anything, so that's wrong.
Like, these were people with an agenda, a narrative, not an agenda, that sounds horrible, but just a purpose. I don't have a purpose. And just from day one, talking about my which is funny in a way, but it's also like...
It's funny, he says it's funny. We talked about it. It's funny. The dude's got a freaking photo on. It's like damn Goat XC, dude. How am I not supposed to comment on that? He said it's funny. Don't try to spin that.
Like, that was... This is... And then just not respecting anything in private. I mean, I can't have a simple email with him without him telling everyone what the email says. Ew. Then he's not even truthful about it. He's saying that I'm demanding the M&M's thing. I guess that could be funny.
Funny! Again, I'm funny! The M&M's thing was funny, he says. It's all funny. It's just jokes. He says himself. The butthole's funny. The M&M's are funny. Oh, but it's not funny. Chippy-Lane, Nick!
Oh, whatever. But still, there are more serious claims, like, I demanded a contract to be drafted. No, that was his idea. I mean, it's a good idea.
I don't remember. I think it was his idea. Dan told me that Nick won. Okay,
but the whole pay me unless... Even if by the way, I'm not getting paid. I literally just emailed said I'm canceling. You know, I don't want the money. I don't... Make sure you can get refunded.
Yeah, well, you refunded me with you canceled me with 3 days left to get my supposed refund. When's the last time you got a refund from an airline 3 days before the flight?
And stuff. I don't know. That was in the event that I actually fly there. I'm outside the door and...
Yeah, okay. I'll grant him. I misspoke in that situation. It was that if he comes out and the show doesn't happen, then he gets compensated. I think what I may have said was that he gets paid no matter what. Obviously, that is an oversimplification and makes him sound worse than he is, so I apologize for that. That was, I guess, not stated correctly.
There's a COVID outbreak and they have to cancel.
But you are a diva. I mean, come on, bro.
So that's when I would have gotten paid, hypothetically. This is not just pay me no matter what. I just don't feel comfortable. I'm not excited. I'm not excited. I'm my own boss at the end of the day.
That's fine.
I felt like this was a chore. Okay.
The truth is, I think he saw the numbers weren't good and he's like, why am I bothering even doing this? And I'm canceling. I think that's the real reason. I think he's wrong too, but okay.
Do
fine.
Interviews. It's just not like, oh, you're passing down. I pass down people all the time. People are always asking for this. Can you shut me out? People have asked me for Skype interviews. People are always emailing. Can we have collabs? And I just...
God bless.
I stick to my friends. I mean, I'm Raven was different, but she respected privacy. She didn't go out there and say, "Oh my God, his dick looks like a fucking potato." Ugh. And yeah,
I didn't say anything about his dick, for the record. I just saw his dick for the first time today, and it kind of does actually look like a potato, if I'm being honest. But I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to talk anymore about his private parts. Okay? I'm going to be respectful now, Nick, even though it's too late.
He did this and he smelled bad. No, there's respect. We actually have privacy that's respected. I felt like from the beginning those boundaries, but
that's what I don't understand. The first episode we did was when I was like, "Yo, this guy's got a crazy gaper," and we were being totally over top. But even after the first episode, he agreed to the interview. Okay. After we had talked about him a few times, he was like, okay, let's do this. So why did you agree to that after that? And then for me, that kind of was like, oh, this is the relationship. We're having fun. We're saying whatever we want about each other because he's doing the interview after he saw those. And I guess either So my bad. I don't know. Or I don't know. I don't know what to make of this, you guys.
Can only take so much. I'm someone that's willing to do a lot because I love the attention as well, but it got too much. And again, the fat jokes. He was like, "Ooh, he flatlined. Hurry, get the thing. Boom, 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 boom." What was the thing he called? Like those things to electrify someone when they have a heart attack to wake them back up. He said it like 4 or 5 times over and over. And he says he won't say that in the interview, but I don't know. It's just, I feel like, who wants to be a millionaire?
Bro, you can't be seriously upset about me making defibrillator jokes. You gotta see. Dude, come on, bro. But, like, he said the same fat jokes about me, mate. You know? It's just what I don't get. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at this. Go to channels. Man, if only you saw some of these photos on the... Not
Hi,
because
everyone.
he's nude or anything, but he's shirtless. And the way he's... Like, look at this. I mean... The whole thing is a spectacle. And he's saying, oh, don't call me fat. I don't know. Here he is. My new diet as a disabled person. Look at this thumbnail. Okay, wait. You know what I'm going to do for you guys? Because this is important. There's actually a way. Download YouTube thumbnail. I want you guys to see this thumbnail straight up. Okay? Look at this. Get thumbnail. You see this? Hila, come look at this thumbnail. I'm serious now. Hila asked me to send it to her. She can't move. She's too pregnant. Yeah, let me send this to Hila. He's complaining that I made a fat joke, Hila. That's a thumbnail of him with a sleeping mask on because he might die in his sleep. Yeah, that's like a apnea mask because like he can't breathe when he sleeps, so he needs assistance breathing. I mean, a lot of people have that issue, so it's not a big deal. But again, come on. Hila says she gets what I'm saying. Thank you, Queen. You know. And these were jokes I made in the first episode we talked about him when he agreed to come on. I mean, and also, like, dude, here's how you describe this mukbang. He's done a bunch of videos with this girl. It's called Extreme Blue Takis Fire Noodles with Hungry Fat Chick. We're all fat, you know. We're all eating. We're all fat. We call each other fat. Look at this. Hungry Fat Chick.
With the lights, dun dun dun, like I'm in the hot seat, and it's just like, sorry, Orland's on the way home. Yeah, that's just what it is. I mean, I feel like it's homework. You know, when you get this assignment and you don't really want to do it, but you feel
he doesn't want to do it. I mean, just say that, bro. Just say the views are bad and you don't want to do it. You don't got to make up all this crap about that I fat shamed you, that I'm homophobic, that I'm misogynistic, and then put it behind a paywall, dude. That's some coward shit. I mean, dude, come on, man. That's whack.
feel like you have to do it. And I'm like, why? Why? I have enough stress in my life.
You don't have to do it. Just say you don't want to do it. I mean, that's it. Just to be honest.
And I get, it's like, I see people commenting, oh, they're planning all this banter back and forth to like hype up the interview. I'm really not. I'm really not. I've never spoken to him other than once in an email, which he's already telling people what I've said and what he said. And like, they're like looking up the price. Like Hila's sitting there looking up, let's see how much we had to pay for his hotel. Let's look up the price at his hotel. It's just, Is
that really an issue? Oh, Hila just gave him one of these. Yeah, I mean, is that really a big deal? Come on, dude.
I mean, maybe they're like very finicky about money because of the whole Trisha thing. Was there like arguments over a 5?
We're finicky about money now. We're so not. We're just cheapos now. Because Trisha took all of our money.
Percent in this thing. It felt like unprofessional.
Okay, fair enough. I accept that criticism.
I did not follow their drama. I obviously saw like.
I mean, I've seen enough. I don't need to watch the whole thing. We've watched about 9 minutes of this, 9 minutes of this 21-minute video. But essentially, I feel like he framed this really unfair. And, a lot of people told me from the beginning, like, Nick is going to burn you. He's not going to come. And I really thought he was doing a character, and underneath he was like a normal, nice, sweet guy. And it seems like he might just be a dick. And I say that with peace and love. And I say that because he's like, it's clear that he just didn't want to come because it's an inconvenience, which I totally understand, And it seems like he saw the analytics and he's like, oh, I'm not even making money from this beef, so who cares? But that's the reason. Don't make it me out to be like some evil, vile creep. I mean, I apologize if, the jokes I made were crude, which I admit they are. And I apologize if they were offensive, but I thought that it was a tit for tat. We were having fun with each other. We were talking smack. So, I don't know. Disappointed. I think Nick is really underestimating. I really actually do. The greatness we could have had with this podcast. And I'm just sad it's not happening. What am I going to do with this huge bucket of blue M&Ms now, Hila?
I'll take care of it.
Oh, Hila's going to take it? Okay. Hey, you guys.
You can't call me Hildy anymore.
Oh, yeah, take Hildy's name out of your mouth, Nick.
I find that chauvinistic.
Hila says you can't call her Hildy anymore. She finds it chauvinistic or misogynistic. She says take her name out of your mouth now, Nick. You can't call her Hildy anymore. That was some French shit. We let that Hildy shit slide. Oh, let's just mispronounce the girl's name. No, obviously I'm kidding, but that's kind of what you're doing to me, dude. Behind a paywall, you coward. Well, this is fair use, okay? The lawyer signed off on it. A lot of people don't know that. Paywall don't mean you can't react to it. Capiche? Especially when you're talking smack about me, dude. That's some bull crap, bruh. Anything else, Hila, to add? It's just sad, disappointed, feeling like, I guess I misread the room. I don't know. But okay, there you go. So no Nikocado interview. And shout out to the family, I guess. Guess we're never having a Jubilees or whatever the heck. Olivia's devastated, by the way. She already bought her plane ticket, too. She bought her plane ticket. Now she's just going to have to slum with us for a week, for a day. What really, I guess, I don't know if he's being truthful about like, oh, I thought I was going in there into the lion's den, or if he just didn't want to come. It's hard to tell. But if he did mean that he was coming to the lion's den, I feel bad because I really wanted to be a gracious host and a good, like, normal interview. That was always my intention, never to razz him or anything. And I guess this whole tit for tat got a little carried away. Not sure. All right. Well, anyway, Nick, regardless, I wish you well. I do think you're funny and talented. And, I wish you all the best. Peace out, everybody.
Wow, Ethan, great moves. Keep it up.